Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to tell you what is wrong with the Jamaica Constabulary Force, why crime cannot be solved, and why it is that no matter which party is administering the affairs of the country, crime simply seems to be getting worse. And the problem is endemic within the force itself. And while I've done very many videos about the sick things that are going on in the force and why it seems to be malfunctioning, this one is even worse than all the others. Here we have 60-year-old Constable N Reid, who has spent his entire life as a policeman. I hear he went into the force at the age of 19 and he's now living at 60. And if that be the case, that means he spent 41 years in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And even after spending 41 years in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, if those information is correct, he is leaving as a constable. Now, how can somebody be in a job for 41 years and have never gotten a promotion? I hear that he was a traffic cop in Maypen and that he spent really most of his time in the force in that parish running, doing traffic management. He has trained countless constables and countless new recruits into the job and taught them the job, and all of them have gotten promotion over him and left him right in that spot as a constable. Now, there's one thing we need to note about this. Within the Jamaica Constabulary Force, every 5 years, your service automatically ends. In other words, once your 5 years is up, you're automatically not a policeman after that. You have to sign back on as a constable every 5 years. So in other words, if the Jamaica Constabulary Force want to get rid of you, all they have to do is wait until your 5 years is up. And if you even sign on for 5 more years, they can wait till your next 5 years is up if they cannot find a way to get rid of you. So it is clear to say that this man signed up again 8 times during his tenure in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. 8 times. And the reason why they allow him to sign back on is because apparently his behavior was up to scratch and they had nothing against him and they had to let him sign on back because he was obviously a great policeman. If not, they would simply have refused to have him re-enlist each time and he would have been out many years ago. So that in and of itself tells you that this man was not causing any problems. As a matter of fact, I hear that he have had several commendations for excellent work. Even the former commissioners have given him credit for his job. But despite all of that, they sent him home on a constable's pension. Don't get me wrong, during his time in the force, I'm quite sure that he would have gotten several increments, which would have taken his salary up to the standard of a corporal or of even a sergeant. So I'm quite sure his salary wasn't a normal constable's salary. Because after a certain seniority you get and you have passed certain exams in the force, you would have gotten certain increments would have made your salary higher. But now that he's pensionable, your salary is based on your basic pay. So even he was getting he was getting $100,000 a month. So for example. And now that but his basic salary might have been $60,000 a month, for example. He's only going to get the pension on that 60,000. All the other increments and other benefits and other things that the allowances, none of those matters. It's a constable's pay. He's gonna get his pension on. And that is cruel for a man who gave his entire life to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Guys, something wrong with that. Something wrong with that. And I think former Constable Reed, boy, them really, boy, I don't know what to say. But on the other side, look at this. This is Constable Ronette Allen Stewart. Last month, she received a promotion to corporal while on probation. When I say she is on probation, 2 years, you have to do 2 years within the force in order to come off probation. So from the day you enlist until 2 years after that, those 2 years are considered probation. You can be just sent home for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Not only that, you don't get promoted during that time. But let me clarify that a bit. Back in the day, you can get a temporary promotion back in the day, from this up to the 1980s. And that was when you had the acting corporal rank. Back then, while on probation, you could become a temporary acting corporal. And this had been done in the past. And you'd be called a TACPL. But that only happens in the rare case that after you are finished your training, they want to keep you back as a trainer at the police academy. They would give you a rank, which is a temporary rank, and you get a 1 stripe, which is a temporary acting corporal, and you have the same pay and the same salary as an acting corporal. But as you know, the acting corporal is no more, because there is no more 1 stripe. Just a little bit of trivia there so we can put things in context. She, however, Ronette Allen Stewart, has become a full corporal in less than 2 years of her career while she is still on probation. Now, juxtapose that against what has happened to Mr. Reed, who they sit down on him neck for 41 years. Just imagine. Come, is something wrong with that? But hold on. Let us look at what Ronette Allen Stewart was promoted for. She made 383 arrests in just a few months. She had issued 4,120 traffic tickets. She had seized approximately 94 motorcycles, and she executed 19 warrants. Now, you do that in about 18 months. I'm assuming that all of this was done in Portmore. In other words, when she left police academy, she went straight to St. Catherine South. Because this happened in Portmore. And she was stationed at the 100-man station. And on the face of it, everybody is going to say, hey, no, but she deserves it because this is a hard-working police woman. She's enthusiastic about her job. She knows what to do and she's doing it. And she's doing proper policing. Ray. No, wrong. You guys know what it is to issue 383, to arrest 383 people in just over a year? You guys know how much it takes to write up 4,120 tickets? Well, I wouldn't even go into the warrants and the motorcycles and all that, but believe me, something is wrong somewhere. Not that she's not doing her job, but I think she is overdoing her job. This is what P.J. Patterson would have called being youthfully exuberant. I call it over-enthusiasm, if I wanted to be kind. But If I want to be logical and rational, I would say she is a typical basket case. Now, I'm not the only person saying that. Now, here is something that had been circling in the police circles among disgruntled constables. And these are constables who are out there doing 10, 15, 20, going to 30 years without ranks. And they are disgruntled. And listen to what they are asking. Listen to what their concerns are. And see if you can identify with any of these concerns. 1. Are all of these arrests justifiable? Is she just overzealous and have absolutely no passion or discretion in her? Has anyone ever tried to have a one-on-one with her to diagnose if she has an ulterior motive or if she needs counseling? 4. Who is her SOIC, and is she being monitored by this SOIC? Oh, by the way, SOIC means sub-officer in charge. 5. What about other probationers in the division or at the station in question, and what of their performance? 6. What is the quality of her case files? 7. What about her attendance at court? 8. Does she have time for her weekly lectures? And 9. What of the performance, output, accomplishment of the other police personnel in the division in comparison to hers? Now, those are very logical and valid questions, and that's not bad mind. A few months ago, I put out a video with this police lady here in Trelawney who messed up dozens upon dozens upon dozens and sabotaged a lot of police personnel. And she's still in the force, getting promotion, sitting in her office, air-conditioned office, mocking up everybody, and she is still in the force, right? And something tells me that this individual here is going to be just like her. I personally believe that she should have gone through some sort of psychiatric evaluation before being promoted. But without doing such an evaluation, Senior Superintendent Christopher Phillips, who is head of the St. Catherine South Divisional Headquarters, he put up her name for promotion. Now, congratulating her on her new title and on her promotion, and feeling all buoyant about how this woman has been out there, which is obviously been terrorizing Portmore. I hear that as we speak, no taxi in the entire Portmore area will carry her. None of them don't want to carry her. She cannot take any taxi. She have to rely on JUTC buses or get ride from some colleagues who will give her one. This lady look like she have not this. She just on a quest. She just on a quest. You know some people who just want to just hurt people and them not feel like them can go home at them bed and sleep one night without they have made some people's life miserable. Just like that lady in Trelawney who is now Hanover Divisional Headquarters. That is how such people are. And look upon the SSP. Boy, and look upon him. He made big and fair for Wharf Dog. Oh, and by the way, for those of you who always cuss people and I tell them about them head big and favor for Wharf Dog, anyone who know what a Wharf Dog is? I doubt that very much. Most of you feel, say is a Wharf Dog is a dog where go how, bow, wow, and live down at Panny Wharf, stick Panny Wharf and don't come off. But no, you no wrong. You no come here to learn, You no come here to learn, and if I get a chance to teach you something, I'm going to teach you. This is a Wharf Dog. Yeah? This is what it is. Something that you tie the boat on the wharf. And you see how it look round and big. And you see when you look on the senior superintendent head, how it round and big. You know see the similarities? Right. So when I call him a Wharf Dog, him can't sue me because I've got quote. And I take out the picture of a Wharf Dog. And I say, Judge, look on this and look on him head and put it side by side. Me walk out of prison, I mean, I have to pay no money. But anyway, this is not about the senior superintendent. Back to the issue at hand. Things like these will let policemen not do their work. Because, for example, take one of the most effective policemen ever to be in the JCF, Constable Chucky Brown. Chucky Brown has never been promoted, and he has given long years of yeoman service. Killed the most bad man, saved countless lives, and little people who sit down in our office every single day of them life make decisions that turn people's life into nightmares. Tell me what you think, guys. Thanks for listening. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.